Strait, a narrow passage of water connecting two seas. The naval fleet is currently patrolling the narrow strait to ensure the safety of commercial ships. Pleading, formally declaring guilt or innocence in a court of law. After consulting with his lawyer, the defendant is pleading not guilty to all charges. Saluting, making a formal gesture of respect to a superior or flag. The soldiers stood in a line, saluting the general as he walked across the military base. Cruiser, a police patrol vehicle. The suspect was placed in the back of the police cruiser and taken to the local station. Blockade, an act of sealing off a place to prevent goods from entering. The ongoing blockade of the port has caused a significant delay in international trade. Reluctance, unwillingness or hesitance to do something. Despite her reluctance to speak in public, she gave a very moving speech at the ceremony. Parliament, a legislative body of government. The new Environmental Protection Law was passed by Parliament after a long debate. Jabbing, poking or taunting someone, often verbally. The two political rivals have been jabbing at each other on social media all week. Ominously, in a way that suggests something bad is going to happen. The dark clouds gathered ominously over the city just before the storm began. Implicitly, completely, and without any doubt or reservation. I trust my business partner implicitly because we have worked together for 20 years. Busting, breaking or destroying something, often used for heavy bombs. The military used bunker-busting missiles to target the underground enemy facility. Wreaking, causing a large amount of damage or harm. Slash. The powerful hurricane is wreaking havoc on the small islands in the Caribbean. Militia, a military force raised from the civil population. Local militia groups have joined the regular army to defend their hometown. Deputies, law enforcement officers who act as assistants to a sheriff. Several deputies arrived at the scene to help manage the traffic after the accident. Impairment, the state of being weakened or damaged. Driving while suffering from physical impairment can lead to very dangerous accidents. Profusely, in large amounts, abundantly. He was sweating profusely after running 5 miles in the humid summer afternoon. Bloodshot, having eyes that are red from tiredness or irritation. His eyes were bloodshot because he had stayed up all night studying for the exam. Dilated, made wider, larger, or more open, often referring to pupils. The doctor noticed that the patient's pupils were dilated after the head injury. Talkative, fond of making conversation, chatty. My younger brother becomes very talkative whenever we talk about space exploration. Lethargic, affected by lethargy, sluggish and tired. The hot weather often makes people feel lethargic and less productive during the day. Breathalyzer, a device used by police for measuring blood alcohol. The driver was asked to blow into a breathalyzer during a routine traffic stop. Sobriety, the state of being sober, not intoxicated. The officer performed a field sobriety test to check if the driver was intoxicated. Hydrocodone, a potent painkiller medication. The doctor prescribed hydrocodone to help the patient manage severe pain after surgery. Muddying, making a situation or issue less clear. By introducing irrelevant facts, the lawyer is simply muddying the legal situation. Reversal, a change to an opposite direction or decision. The government's sudden reversal of its tax policy surprised many business owners. Flyby, a flight past a point or place, often at low altitude. The residents were excited to see a low-level flyby of vintage aircraft over the park. Allegations, claims or accusations that someone has done something wrong. The company launched an investigation to look into the allegations of financial fraud. Steward, a person who manages or looks after someone's property. As the new steward of the historic estate, his job is to preserve it for future generations. Congressional, relating to a national legislative body, Congress. The proposed trade agreement will require congressional approval before it becomes law. Magnum, a large-caliber firearm or cartridge. The detective carried a powerful magnum as his primary sidearm during the mission. Breached, broke through of a whale, leapt out of the water. The spectators cheered as the massive whale breached the surface of the ocean. T-boned, hit the side of another vehicle at a right angle. The driver was seriously injured when his sedan was T-boned at the intersection. Alleged, claimed to be true, though not yet proven. The alleged thief was caught on camera, but his identity has not been confirmed. Triumphed, achieved a great victory or success. The young athlete triumphed over her injury and won the gold medal in the race. Diamondbacks, a professional baseball team, Arizona. The Arizona Diamondbacks are known for their passionate fan base and historic stadium. Staph, a type of bacteria that can cause serious infections. Proper wound care is essential to prevent a staph infection after a minor cut. Septic, infected with harmful bacteria, as in septic shock. The patient was rushed to the emergency room after developing septic shock from the wound. Amputation, the surgical removal of a limb or body part. After the severe accident, the doctors had no choice but to perform an amputation. Outfielder, a player who plays in the outer part of the baseball field. The outfielder made an incredible catch right at the wall to save the game.